but I did not. Judges the 14th chapter. Judges 14. Judges 14. I said 7:30, ain't hit the broadcast. Yeah, nigga like, that nigga ain't never came home. Judges 14, looking at about verse 4. Judges 14 and 4. I say it's dealing with the thing of what we dealing with in unleavened bread. And we just gonna look at it. Well, about ready. Yes, sir. Well, let's go ahead and go then. But his father and his mother knew not that it was of Yah, that he sought an occasion against the Philistines. For at that time the Philistines had dominion over Israel. So what ends up going on is that Samson sat back and he saw a woman and he wanted her to marry, and he said, you never get one of your own brethren that thou go to take a wife of these uncircumcised Philistines. And he said, it seems good to me. Now you sit back and you look at it and say, why would you want to marry a woman of these uncircumcised Philistines? I want you to look at Jeremiah chapter 9. Hold what you got. Jeremiah chapter 9. Try to do all y'all still that man. I know y'all was doing y'all thing. I know Jerome said he hoping that the Lord permit he can come on down on the last day of the feast. Hope the Lord willing he be able to. Okay. All right. We got Jeremiah chapter 9 about verse 25. He said, behold, the days come, saith Yah, that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised. Egypt and Judah and Edom and the children of Ammon and Moab and all that in the uttermost corners that dwell in the wilderness, for all these nations are uncircumcised. And all the house of Israel are uncircumcised in the heart. So now we look at this Philistines, that Samson seeing a woman of the Philistines, and he's like, well, how has she got anything to do with Israel? But they said she was uncircumcised. And he said he sought this opportunity for Samson to want to have this woman because the Philistines had dominion or rule over Israel. Now we sit back and look at, we were uncircumcised in the heart. So who would have, that means a stranger would have dominion or rule over you. Who would this stranger be that had dominion or rule over you? Anybody got anything? Who is it? Now in that situation, if we uncircumcised and he's seeing a woman who is uncircumcised, and his parents say, why would you want this uncircumcised woman? Why you can't get one of your own people? But they didn't know it was a job that he wanted this uncircumcised woman because the Philistines had dominion over Israel. Now you sit and think about it. They didn't know it was of Israel. Why he didn't know that it was of Yah that he desired to have an uncircumcised wife. Now we just heard in Jeremiah chapter 9, he said, you people are uncircumcised in the flesh, Israel uncircumcised in the heart. So Samson's desire for this woman would be no different than the desire that Yahshua had for his wife who were uncircumcised. And him coming to do the things that Samson is getting ready to do was to do what? To break the Philistines' dominion over Israel. Which means that what did Yahshua's dominion do? He came to break. He came to break the dominion that Satan had over us through death. Let's look at Hebrews chapter 2, verse 14. Look at it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand how the correlation with that? It says, for as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part in the same, that through death he might destroy him that had power over death, that is the devil. So we know that Yahshua coming down to cleave to an uncircumcised wife. That was of Yah. Because we were being ruled over. You know what the man said in John chapter 8? He had committed sin as the servant of sin. So that means, Romans chapter 6, hold on, let me read verse 15. And deliver them through fear of death, who were all their lifetime subject to bondage. Right? He said, for as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had power of death, that is the devil. At that time, the Philistines had power over Israel. They had dominion. They had rule over you. If you got power, you got dominion. Romans 6 and 16. That's the whole purpose of what he would come to do when he came and did what he did. See, we going in tonight But literally, last night would have been the day that he got up. You understand what I'm telling you? If we went in on the 14th night, that's one night right there. When the 15th came, that's the second night. When the 16th came, that's the third night. It's time to get up now. So I'm refreshed now. I was a little tired before, man. Now I'm feeling good. Y'all remember that when he said that in Exodus 31, and these stupid people go to talk about, if God don't get tired, why do he need to be refreshed? Because it wasn't about y'all, done it. We'll look and see about that refreshing in a minute. 6 and 16 of Romans chapter 6. Know ye not that to whom you yield your servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom you obey, whether of sin unto death or obedience unto righteousness. But God, he thanked that ye were the servants of sin, but you have obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine which was delivered you. Now we're going to sit back and we're going to look at everything that y'all gave to Samson. Well, Samson did that. You know what I'm talking about? He did that. Now we sit back and we look at it. We were servants to the Philistines. But God, he thanked once this man came and executed judgment, that was to deliver us from these people. That story ain't got no story about no man cracking no Philistines' heads. It was showing you what this man was going to come back and do, or what we just acknowledged on the 14th day of this month, what these people call April the 4th. And it's just amazing that while we were acknowledging this man's death, these pagans were out here talking about Resurrection Day. When they didn't even have enough sense to know the day that you acknowledging this Resurrection Day, this man just went in the grave the day before, just the night before. You gotta sit back and look at something. He made it go dark, right, to make it the 14th day, to make it fit. Then the darkness went away. You know what I'm talking about? Then we were dead. So that was the first day the man was dead right there. Then he go in the grave. That's his first night in there. Sun come up again. That's his second day in there. Sun go back down again. That's his second night in there. Sun come up again. That's his third day in there. Sun go down again. That's his third night in there. I'm gonna holler at you. He got to come up to be first fruits. That's why I'm still tripping when I see all these Israelites arguing with these Christians about this man got up on the Sabbath. He couldn't have got up on the Sabbath. Not when he saw rest was good. Not when he seen my father did it. I'm not going to do that. But you can sit back and look at it. We acknowledging what this man delivered us from. They acknowledging the latter part of where we get the victory through death being defeated. And you wrong. Then you try to cover it with some rabbits. Any of y'all ever seen a rabbit lay their head? Any of y'all know why a rabbit can't lay their head? Because it's a mammal. So you know what that means? What y'all think it means? If a rabbit's a mammal. That means a female rabbit has the same thing you got, and a male rabbit got the same thing I got. And they procreate in the same like manner that you do. And she gives birth the same way you do. And y'all got eggs around here, ain't damn grown person around here sat back and asked themselves, rabbits don't lay eggs. Why are we doing this, and where does it come from? You know what I'm saying? That's the same way I was telling you on why y'all got to be more perceptive in the well. When you were looking at that, you never thought nothing about them babies running around there in them pampers. You know what I'm saying? Word or no word, I would have noticed that. That's odd. Why are grown people filming babies running around in pampers? And it ain't none but little girl, and they all in the backyard. In the corner, because you'll sit there and you sit there, I'm telling you, you have to be more perceptive in the world. It ain't just being in the world. That's why I'm telling you, that sound all funny, we kind of laugh about it. We can kind of laugh about it because we got out of it, we ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? That's why we can kind of laugh and talk about it, we ain't dead. I know men who are dead, who were right along with us. I'm talking about not many I necessarily grew up with, but dudes who I hustled with. You know what I'm saying? Dudes who I sat, they come through, man, I smoke one with. Dudes that I know, they doing deals, man, them niggas, they're going to be pretty old when they come home. You know what I'm saying? That's only Lord's grace that wasn't me. Because niggas be mad. You know what I'm saying? That's why the situation, you see that man sent her his phone number. That that's a nigga don't like me. For whatever reason. Could be mad. I don't like the way that nigga pulled that word. I don't think that nigga real with it. I bet it's gonna let him free. Cause I'm telling y'all don't be realizing somebody can have, it's the same thing with the apostles and all those who believe on the Lord. The man told you that he said they persecuted me, they gonna do you. See, somebody have a problem with this person, and they'll manifest that problem they got with that person on anybody who's affiliated with them. See, y'all don't be realizing that you could be, look here, man, you could be running with somebody that's doing certain things. It ain't got to be nothing illegal. Just doing something well for them. Like I said, niggas be mad, and they mad with you because you friends with. You could be a woman who's beautiful, and other women envious of you, and they mad at all of your friends. Just because you hang with them. This is how people's mind operate and work. You can't be walking around in life oblivious. Like I told you, I could never sit somebody behind me and not turn all the way around and see who that is. Just because of things that these two eyes have seen. And the things that these two ears have heard of what had happened to me in that situation. I can't go out like that. You know what I'm talking about? I can't go out like that. There's no way in the world. I ain't never crossed nobody in my life to the point where I would be worried about somebody doing something to me. But I know people be so mad and so envious and so jealous for no reason that you got to be like that. I tell you, my name and my face clean out here on these streets. Can't nobody come tell you, boy, boss did this to me. He did that. They'll be lying. Just like a dude trying to save my reputation when I was when he seen me say, man, I'm in West Smoke Quiet. It was people around him when he said that who knew me. When he said it, they were offended and went off on him. They said, oh no, I know that nigga there. He won't let you smoke a book in the car. That's boss, nigga. You got my homeboy bent. Went off. But when you don't know somebody, and somebody say that nigga saying that because he got a problem with me. But he not knowing the people he said that around knew me. And that's where people come in and be careful what you say because you don't know who know who. And see people, and there's a lot of people that lost their life because they were running their mouth to somebody who knew the person who they were running their mouth against, and they went back and told that person who they were talking about, and then people came and seen them. See, sometimes you have to be aware of stuff, man. You have to know how to keep your mouth closed, keep yourself out of a lot of trouble, keep your step out of people's business. That's the first thing dude told me when I went up the road. Stay out of people's business. I said, shoot, I don't be in nigga's business on the street. He said, man, just stay to yourself, stay out of people's business. Don't get on that basketball court, don't be gambling, don't mess with them punks. I said, I don't gamble, I don't mess with punks, I don't get in nigga's business, I'm gonna play ball. But I know how basketball is. I done seen it on the street. Dudes be ready to fuck, because y'all don't know, I just explained it to my sister. It's competition. Women are not as competitive as men are. Men get in the competitive, nigga get hot, I can tell you. Let me be 11-11 and we going to 12. The most humblest nigga you ever seen in your life turn to, and be ready to fight. Because nigga don't want to lose. I'm serious, man. Let me see that 2 Corinthians chapter 1. I'm telling you, man, I done seen dudes grown men busting bottles on the court. Because they mad. Don't want nobody else to play. Just go through crazy, man. Matter of fact, look at 2 Corinthians chapter 2. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 by verse 11. Matter of fact, not 11, look at verse 14. We'll come back to Genesis 16. Now thanks be unto God, which always calls us to triumph for Hamashiach. Y'all gonna sit back and see how Israel was able to triumph and what Samson did. And make manifest the savor of his knowledge by us in every place. For we are unto God a sweet savor of Hamashiach, and them that are saved, and them that are perished. Hold on, so long, can we make it easy? And them that perish. To the one we are the savor of death unto death, and to the other savor of life unto life. And who is sufficient for these things? For we are not as many which corrupt the word of God, but as of sincerity, but as of God and the sight of God, speak we in Hamashiach. So I'm going to tell y'all something. You seen them people on Sunday do it? We just seen an article telling, I just seen an article where a preacher charged people $10 at the door to come in on Easter. You know what I'm saying? Corrupting the word. But you got dudes corrupt the word every single day. You know what I'm talking about? See, they don't preach. We just read about this on unleavened bread, on Passover, on the Lord's Supper, about keeping the feast in sincerity and truth. We even read it when Joshua said it. Serve God in sincerity and truth. Y'all know what it is to be sincere, right? That means that's earnest from the heart. There's no faith, and you're not doing this to be seen. You're not doing this to get a reward. You're not doing this for that, or this, that, to honor, or to please somebody else, or to live a particular way around somebody. You're doing it because this is your true desire and what you want to do. There's no God, there's no lying, there's no straight genuineness in your heart. Ain't no plan, ain't no faking. You know what I'm talking about? Now you sit back looking at it, we preach the word out of sincerity. We ain't doing this as corrupting the word. Look at all these people out here corrupting this damn word, which make people don't want to follow. Come on back to Judges chapter 16. 14, pardon me. 16 in my mind, but we'll save that for another day. Amen. We done went over 16 before I think. We done went back, came back, put it on tape. I know it's on tape. Nah, I think about it. Don't know what video it's on, so don't ask. So we're in verse 4. We're actually 5. Then went Samson down, and his father and his mother to Timnah, and came to the vineyards of Timnah, and behold, a young lion roared against him. And the Spirit of God came mightily upon him, and he rent him as he would have rent a kid, and he had nothing in his hand, but he told not his father or his mother what he had done. And he went down and talked with the woman, and she pleased Samson well. And after a time he returned to take her, and turned aside to see the carcass of the lion. Behold, there was a swarm of bees and honey in the carcass of the lion. And he took thereof in his hand, and went on eating, and came to his father and mother, and gave them, and they did eat. But he had not told them that he had taken the honey out of the carcass of a lion. Now y'all sit back and hear that there. He said he sat back and he seen it and he tore it up, but he didn't tell his mama what he had done. Didn't tell his daddy what he had done. So he came down after he seen the woman. The lion would destroy. It said it pleased him to take this woman. You know King David has, I want to say in 2 Samuel chapter 20. Listen. Let me see if it's 2 Samuel chapter 20 that I want. And it surely is it? Now it ain't 20. Let me find out what it is that I want. If not, I'm just going to have to tell you what it says. But whatever, somebody sound like they're going through a car wash. Yep, I knew where it was going. I'm trying to remember what it says. But you know, King David said it pleased y'all to make you his people. You know what I'm talking about? So you know what that would mean if it pleased, I see a woman that pleased you to make you my people. That means I'm delighted to take you. Samson seen this woman that he wanted to marry. After he seen the one, next thing you know, somebody get ripped to pieces, a lion get ripped to pieces, and now he eating honey out of his body. Now what will come to y'all mind on that? Well, let's look at John 3 and 14 first. See if I can find this thing. Y'all alright though? Try to be done soon. We try to be done pretty soon. So what? John 3 and 14 first. Because we're just going to deal with this word. Right. That's all we're going to deal with this word. Everybody else? Alright, hold on. And it says, and as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up, that whosoever believe in him should not perish but have eternal life. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. When we sit and look at Samson being sent, he wasn't sent to destroy Israel, he was sent to save them. Y'all didn't seem to realize that he was not sent to condemn Israel, he was sent to save Israel. She was being ruled, and you'll sit back and look at it, she was being ruled. Even at the time when Yahshua came to get us, we were being ruled by some uncircumcised people. When we ruled by some uncircumcised people, it was something I didn't want to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all something. Psalm 147:18, since it hit my mind. Well, good, boy.
Well, that's that court coming out. That's straight court.
What's that? What's that?
So I didn't know.
Oh yeah, that court beat the brakes off that movie.
Yeah, we were over there praying to the side.
That court got it. Only thing with me was my knee was hurt.
Well, that's probably you get down. That's all speed shirt on, boy. That's probably that thing.
Come on, boy.
This is gonna fall out, boy.
That's what the thing about the shirt. He say the guns get big. Say the chest out.
The rain shirt on.
He say that. Don't get mad at me because you got a chest on the 10-year-old boy. Oh,
Hey, right.
what's up,
You
dude?
want the shirt, bro?
Huh?
You still let you want the shirt?
I'm just saying though, this nigga mad because he got a chest of a 10-year-old boy, arms of a 6-year-old. But you can't feel the shit, boy. Shoot, nigga Kingston probably got more chest than you. Kingston say, man, I bitch pressed 225 on the Fisher Price, bitch said like a left. I can get up and get pressed weights like mama tightened up with my shake it. And my creatine, nigga. She said, who you talking to? I said with my creatine.
I got you when it's over, boy.
Oh, and all now you like you said, let me get this boy supplement before he body slam me. Psalms 147:19. He showed his word unto Jacob and his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so within the nation, and as for his judgments, they had not known them. Praise ye Yah. So let's look at Acts chapter 16. Because he said, this is another reason why I'm telling you, man, a Gentile can't come tell me nothing about this book. Because I want to know where you got it from. Hey, man, stop jumping off that top, boy. Because unlike your mama, I body slam body. So you better find somewhere for your posterior and place it there.
I'm about to slap body.
So what?
I'm about to slap body.
I appreciate you sitting down on your bone there. 16 and 18. Acts chapter 16 and 18. Make it 16 and 16. I heard you. Acts 16 and 16. Say it with me. Okay. How about you do this here? Say, sit down, Kingston. That's all we ask. Just follow instructions. And it said it came to pass as he went to prayer. A certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination met us, which besought our masters much gain by soothsaying. The same followed Paul and us crying, saying, these men are the servants of the Most High God, which show unto us the way of salvation. That's what you have to sit back and look at. If somebody is the servant of the Most High God, he said they're supposed to be showing you the way of salvation. You sit back and look at it. We looking at Samson, he was showing us the way of salvation, but the way that somebody coming after him was going to work. When you look at Paul, when you look at the 12, when you look at all the apostles, all the prophets, all the preachers, all the teachers, they were all showing you the way. Which was Yahshua HaMashiach. They were showing you this is the way you got to go to save yourself. We just read on Lord's Supper how this man say, you can't be saved unless you come by me. The man said it's the way to Kodesh. The unclean can't come over. He said it's a straight way and it's a narrow way. And we just read how the man said he was an austere man. Who really what austere means? Strict, rigorously self-disciplined, uncompromising. You know what I'm talking about? See, sometimes y'all wonder why I'll snap on you in a heartbeat, or I'll snap on that nigga right there in a heartbeat, because she supposed to know that. She supposed to know that. Y'all supposed to know that. Then y'all get out there helpful you and you sit there looking with the boo-boo face. But you supposed to know that. This nigga, you too. Me too. You understand what I'm telling you? Because if you austere, that means you strict. That means ain't no compromise. But it's alright, you did this. No, it's not alright. You know what I'm talking about? It's not. Nigga do something stupid, you want a nigga to tell you, it's alright. Y'all want me to do just like you go, it's okay, baby. It's alright. It's not alright. You know what I'm saying? Same way if this nigga do acting stupid, it's not alright. When Joshua go to water, it's not alright. When we are going to shoot in the mud face like that, somebody's supposed to kill, it's not alright. You know what I'm saying? It's not alright. Well, I told you, man, that nigga dropped that little fork right here in the very spot, sat there and looked at me like, and I ain't gonna pick it up out that too, snatched it right up out the ground. Wow, that nigga was sharp. So it did. So weird, and I'm like, this is, and look up on somebody came to save it, because I was going to make that nigga save right there. You're not moving till you pick it up. You know what I'm saying? It's not alright. No compromising. And then the crazy part is the Lord was self-disciplined. He knew exactly what he had to do, and he went and did it. He didn't need somebody over his shoulder telling him, you know you need to do this. You know you need to do that. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all got to be disciplined the same way. Y'all just be floating in the wind. I'll be alright tomorrow. I don't know. I don't feel like it though. Don't work that way. Don't work that way. Well, don't pull it out.
This way.
Yeah, I ain't really know. Till just now. Verse 18. Oh boy, I ain't nowhere in the shot. Well, in this shot. Well, I was in this one. And this did she many days, but Paul being grieved turned and said to the Spirit, I commanded in the name of Yahshua HaMashiach to come out of her. And he came out the same hour. And when her master saw that the hope of their gains was gone, they called Paul and Silas and drew them to the marketplace unto the rulers. I want you to come look at 2 Peter chapter 2. He said, they seen this woman, they had to use this woman to commit sin. They seen when their gains were gone, they were mad. See, I can tell you something. A lot of these dudes, man, when you go to leave, I remember this girl I know, man, who back in the day, man, she told me she started going to this particular church. She said when tax time came around, a nigga called her and asked her where she was at, where she coming through. See, when the hope of their gains was gone, they were mad. After this, we'll look at John chapter 2, show you exactly what I'm talking about. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who quickly shall bring in damnable heresies, even deny the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. I'm going to tell y'all something. The same way he's talking about these false teachers and these false prophets, that's the same way America look at us. When we can no longer get money off us and make gain off us, we're going to want to get you out of here. Because that's all it. Some of y'all were sitting here with me. It might have not been, I don't remember where I was, but I've never seen it on the news. It just might have been me and Lil Muffin. They ran on the news that the average amount of what each American person was going to spend on Astro. And as y'all know, for most of these so-called holidays, they always run that on the news. How much people going to spend on the 4th of July? How much each person going to spend on Christmas? How much each person going to spend on Thanksgiving? You know what I'm saying? They make a merchandise out of you. Because the word is what we read in Psalm 147. They never heard this. See, y'all think because they ain't there reading out the book, and you know the white folks service is different from black folks service. You know what I'm talking about? So you go in there and be like, they say they have a homily they'll do, and they be like, they say you be singing, you be like, man, that's crazy. And they don't even be in there that long.
Boy,
you know what I'm saying?
30 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about that's wild, bro, because especially in this city, they'll have a service at 9, have another one at 11, and then have another one at 1:30, and the black churches here do it too. A lot of black churches here do it too. Right along with it, get you in and out. That means we can pass this plate round 3 times, say, oh, you want to get up early for 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock service? We got another one at 11:30. And if you want to get up for that, like, what type of God you serve, and when you sit back and you say, I can pick, I don't feel like getting up. I go to 11:30. But when it comes to after all, them niggas be there 7 day in the morning. We standing there watching the sun come up. Jesus, rose from the dead. No, nigga, the sun came from the other side of the earth just spinning.
Rotate. That's all I had, huh?
Yeah, man. The earth just rotated. Now it's dark in Australia, dummy. Now that nigga want to hit your Fred Sanford boy. Who can do it good? You big dummy. So who want you big dummy? Big dummy. You say you big dummy. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you're looking at. They're coming in and they're like, we're just going to read Luke chapter 8, verse 15. They'll read, I don't know what movie is from what I've seen on television. If you in a real live Methodist, like I said, they'll read that one verse, they'll talk about it, they'll do their little singing, they'll go. Now y'all know black folks, this is what they're doing.
They'll sing about 3 hours.
They're going to sing for 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yep.
Then they're going to dance for about another hour or 22 minutes.
What?
Then that man gonna come up there and he gonna read. He gonna tell you, and when John went in the bed, he was scared, but the Lord healed. Stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They gonna fall out of himself. Y'all be emotionally stained. You be like, oh God, I'm gonna. There we go. And you know, I never do this. Somebody told me that they actually teach them to do that. Y'all wonder why all of them do. Like why all of them preach the same. I didn't know that, but then somebody sat me down and they were talking to them about it. Those Baptist preachers that you see preach like that, they actually teach them to do that. They teach them to do that. It's a skill. And guess what y'all used to go with y'all? Like I said, next thing you know, you do the altar call, you need to get run down that crowd. No, you don't want to be saved. It's a show, I'll tell y'all something, man. I'm for real now, too, now. I ain't playing about this here. Man, y'all need to get that under control. Because if you ever do that in the sanctuary, I'm going to put your butt out and you ain't never coming back.
Hear that?
Y'all need to get that under control.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing it too long. Y'all need to get that under control. I'm telling you. Try in the sanctuary, I'll put you out. I wouldn't care if I was married to her or not. She won't do that no more. Y'all need to get that under control.
That's bad.
Because if y'all want to have that there, talk about it when it's over. But when y'all interject and have a conversation in between, y'all got to know you wrong. And the fact you do it with such ease, that tells me one thing. You either stupid or you outright don't care. That's all that tells me. Because that wasn't necessary. Nobody cared what y'all did then. Y'all want to keep your mouth closed. Or y'all just have a, 1 Corinthians chapter 14.
Man, do somewhere. What it say, bro? What it say?
Verse 34.
The first
14 and 34. Along my page. I don't even know why I was at. Along my page.
1 Peter.
2 Peter chapter 2. We'll get back around in a minute. This is what I'm going to tell you. Let your women keep silence in the houses, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience. Also saith the law. If they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in the house. When the word comes, you niggas need to shut up. No sidebar conversations. That means if y'all want to have a conversation, you need to literally get up and leave the room. If y'all wanted to talk to each other about something, you would literally have to get up and leave the sanctuary. Because if I catch you doing it in there, I promise to you, you're done. And you can try me if you want to.
I won't count. don't want you to try that.
You try it if you want to. That's non-negotiable.
Look at it. He's serious about that.
I'm dead serious about it. I'm dead serious about it. I ain't joking, I ain't skipping, I ain't grinning, I ain't playing. Nothing. You do it enough, you done.
They ain't even being facetious. You got that. You just always say that. Nothing that.
No, I'm dead serious about that. Y'all do it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do it a lot. It got to stop. And you know better, so you have no excuse for it. You know what I'm saying? No excuse for it. So you know they actually telling the Lord, screw you. What I want to talk about is way more important. I know my mouth's supposed to be shut. I know I ain't supposed to say nothing. But you know what? I want to talk about what we did when we was in the church when that was going on. Just laugh and keep it to yourself. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Wait for it. Wait for it. Nobody cares. When the service ain't going on, everybody cares. Ain't gonna say that nobody don't care. Just during that space and during that time, nobody cares. When that time done with, we all would love to hear it and get a good laugh and we'll love with you and y'all can really be about it and I love to hear it.
You'll go crack good about it.
I'm telling you, love to hear it. It's not that I don't care about what you're talking about. I just don't care what I'm preaching. Y'all hear me? How many times you gonna say I done told y'all to do a show of hands? Yeah. And some of y'all still be crazy about open your mouth anymore. 2 Peter chapter 2. And why is that? And gentlemen, why is that when he said the women are not permitted to speak? Where that come from? Call block. Y'all remember where that come from? You don't know? What about you, Phil? I know that's normal.
All I know is what you just read in 1 Corinthians.
I'm talking about where Paul goes. About why he can't talk.
Oh, because of Eve.
Huh? Because of Eve. Because of Eve. Hold on, y'all. I want to just drop the call. Do any of you brothers remember where that come from in the law, where Paul get that from about a woman should be quiet? Any of you brothers remember where that come from? Now, don't come from Miriam. We just dealt that one with Miriam too, didn't we? By when he was talking to Moses, and he said, don't shit not read about her sister. That comes from Eve. Because when Adam got the instructions, Eve didn't say a word. She got that bad, she was quiet. She was quiet. You know what I'm talking about? Only when the word coming. Word ain't coming, you alright. Word coming, I gotta be quiet. Y'all know before we started, man, y'all can say what you want. That's it. We done. I don't care. But once we done prayed, and I done probably book over it. No. See, and let it slide a time too many. That like that. And it wasn't because it was hard. It just piqued my nerves. She just took off too easy. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I mean on she supposed to know better. All y'all supposed to know better, but she really supposed to know better. She really supposed to know better. I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. Y'all know why I will go off on her dead in front of every last one of y'all? Y'all should already know, because we just read it.
What is that?
Y'all remember what we just read about that? Because we just read the book of Esther where this man say, if you call for Vashti and she didn't come, then all the women in the kingdom gonna feel like they can disrespect their husband. Even without the word, I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with it. You side me one time, I'm gonna snap. Straight up. Ain't nothing personal. And guess what? I would do it if it wasn't damn person present. And she know it too. You know how she know it? Because I've done it. I don't care nothing about no audience. Because he can tell you, I don't show out for no crowd. I don't care about no crowd. Nigga, I went out and I was oblivious that and one of y'all was standing right there. The only thing I was thinking about was, I just told you to close your mouth and you steady trying to offer me your opinion of which I did not ask you for. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up, I did not ask you for your opinion. If I wanted your opinion, I would have asked you for it. If I did not inquire of what your thought process was, why are you trying to express it to me? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling y'all the same thing. If that was the Lord, y'all wouldn't do that. That man would have did something, you wouldn't say a word. You'd be like, shoot. Man. And if you did open your mouth and he said, hold your peace, you'll shut your mouth. You'll shut your mouth. What y'all think that was dealing with when we were talking about the desire ought to be to your husband? Because if you can't look at that man and give him the same due respect as if that was Yahshua was standing there himself, you wouldn't give it to him. That's what that was about. I'm talking about male or female. That's what that was about. There's no way any one of you women sitting in here go sit here and tell me we talked about that when we had been visitors and that you wouldn't talk, you wouldn't tell the Lord like that. You wouldn't do it. Ain't no way in the world. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you like that. So each one of them men know you ain't gonna take none of that junk. Cause if I let her do it and y'all see it, then guess what y'all gonna go do when you get you a hug? But try that nigga like that there too. Papa do it. Shoot. T-Try Pop all the time. He don't say nothing to her. So when they home. Well, that time I checked my mom had a home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with it. It don't be out no disrespect. It don't be about being mean. I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real. When I would have let that boy down, you know the only person should have said something? If you would have said something, that'd have been different. You know why? That's your son. That would have been different. That had nothing to do with you. You know why I laid him at? Because the tables was everywhere and the spaces was real tight. I wanted the boy to be comfortable. And everybody knew he was laying right there. And if a nigga would have stepped on him, they would have had to see me because you seen me laying right there, walk around him. Straight up. And guess what everybody did? I didn't even have to say that. Every man standing right there already knew what time it is. You know, they little boy right there, walk around him because they know you step on him, he gonna say something to me about it. Because how could you step on him little nigga? He's sitting right there. You see me put him there. All of us seen the boy fall asleep like this. Little man was tired. It wasn't no underspace to lay the blanket out where we could keep it cool. We gonna lay him right here with us. Nigga better not step on him. And you seen everybody, from children and all, did not go nowhere near that boy. Y'all seen that, didn't you? Because they already know. You laid him right there, man. You put him there for a reason. It's all right. What you want to do? Tell me about it. I can ask you about where you want to be to land. If I wanted you to know where you live, you know what I say? T, what do you think I should land at? But did I ask you that? No. So when you tell me that, what you think I'm going to say? Who asked you for that? And when you keep on talking, what you think coming after that? Oh, good. Remember that shit. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't be realizing that. I just told y'all women ought to be seen and not heard. And you don't offer, you don't do that to no man, that's not going to give him, even ask you. Y'all basically, you basically telling that man, I actually don't respect your judgment, or what you don't even know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. You just feel the need to offer your 2 cents, which we will not ask for. And when I tell you to keep it to yourself and you continue to speak, I ain't gonna do nothing but agitate it even more. If he a man, now if he got a job between his legs, he ain't gonna say nothing. 2 Peter chapter 2, I'm just being honest with you, he ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't with it. If you see I feel mature every time, you got to know I ain't gonna let her slide. But you don't like it. Guess what? I don't care. 2 Peter chapter 1, especially when you know I ain't with it. All y'all know I ain't with that stuff. I pretty much been showing that consistently. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Y'all be like, why would he ball me, he bite my head off? Bite your head off because you just said something to me y'all know. That means you obviously you're not paying attention or you're extremely stupid. And I'm going to be offended at you for being extremely stupid because that means I believe that you shouldn't be that stupid, that you got more sense than that. You know what I'm talking about? My mama used to go off on me when I was little about doing stuff because you got more sense than that, and I know you do. That means you're not thinking. You know what I'm saying? You standing there like you listening, you looking like you thinking, but you not thinking. That means I actually expect more out of you. That means I actually believe that your level of intelligence is a lot higher. See, when somebody don't think your level of intelligence is that high, they laugh at you when you say something crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Or they pick at you when you say something crazy. When they go off on you, that means I know your mental acumen is here, but you're conducting yourself like it's here. You know what I'm talking about? And that offends me because I know that it's here. Why are you not moving according to the ability of which you have? That's offensive. If any of y'all ever had a teacher or anybody in your life that always went off on you because you were not operating at your maximum potential of which you had already showed you could operate at, all y'all is only you can operate that, you're just hard-headed, stubborn, and disobedient. I'm gonna do what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. I don't care what he say. 2 Peter chapter 2. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who shall privily bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them and bring upon themselves swift destruction. What do you think America got to catch it? What do you think they got to catch it? Because they doing the same thing. They teaching. How is it going to be false? They said the false teacher teaching damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them. Now these people never got the word. So they teaching things they ought not. They teaching things they ought not. America say they're a Christian nation, that's just what they do. Teach damnable heresies. Oh, they must be asleep somewhere. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. And through cleverness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you. Whose judgment now over a long time linger not, and their damnation slumber not. When you sit back and you look at it, these people were making merchandise of this young woman who was reading back at Acts chapter 16 with the divination of the damnable heresy, what they were teaching. And then we're going to come back to Acts 16 and see these people actually denying the way of truth and speaking evil of it. Let's go back to Acts chapter 16. And so you have to be careful of that now. Because a lot of y'all family and friends and co-workers that do what they do, they speak evil of the way of truth. That's why I tell you, I don't fool with a nigga gonna talk things like that. I just around. And this did she many days, verse 18, but Paul being grieved turned and said to the Spirit, I command you in the name of Yahshua HaMashiach to come out of her, and he came out that same hour. And when her master saw that the hope of their gains was gone, they caught Paul and Silas and drew them into the marketplace unto the rulers and brought them to the magistrates, saying, these men being Jews do exceedingly trouble our city and teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive, neither to observe, being Romans. And the multitude rose up together against them, and the magistrates rent off their clothes and commanded to beat them. That man, when he said this man was teaching customs that it wasn't lawful for them to do. It wasn't lawful. He said this ain't even lawful for us to do this. And he said, let's kill them. All because they were looking at, we're going to lose our money. See, when you come up to somebody and they making gains off the people, and you come and you try to bust their hustle, it's stuff like that. I done seen that in the streets. Dudes want to kill somebody coming through busting their hustle. Well, the boys sell water with them. Oh, that ain't real weed. They selling that cross. They might have been licking these dudes across the head for weeks, for months. And here you come. And we like to say, shortstop. Somebody want to take you out of here. So I'll tell you something right now. I know Chelsea gonna get upset when I come for the safety stuff. Or her friend, Chelsea friend. You know what I'm talking about? She must have told you about them. She told you about it. Yes, she did. That's why your cheeks flat like this. Like you hiding walnuts. You dying. As soon as I said Chelsea, she was like she told you about it. I see it on your face. It's written. Chelsea texting me right now. She told you about how crazy that girl was. I know she did. They like this here. You know she got them high cheekbones. She goes fine. They like this here. I ain't gonna say that joke right there because that's a lady. I ain't gonna say that one now. Because he got him over there with it. We ain't gonna do that though. That'd be too bold. It say too soon. It say too soon. Too soon. Too soon. But you know what I'm saying? That girl was crazy. She was like, I'm gonna expose you all in the fall crop. You know what I'm talking about? But you just sit back and say it, but like, you can expose what you want to expose. This one actually said, I know that be doing something wrong because he got a girlfriend. Well, stupid nigga, how do you get a wife? When you get a wife, you gotta have a girlfriend first. Unless you're dumb. You look at her and say, you know what? We're getting married today. I just met you 15 minutes ago. It doesn't matter.
Yesterday you had coffee. Today we're having a ceremony.
Straight up. So yesterday you said we didn't even have coffee. Yesterday I said, you're mine. Today you're life. Then so you doing the caveman style. You just get a you coming with me. You know what I'm saying? But if I was making merchandise for y'all, then you know what? That would have bothered me and I wouldn't. But because I'm not making merchandise for y'all, nigga, I wouldn't care what you do, nigga. You can get you and your whole army. And I'm just standing here dolo. You know what I'm saying? You go get whoever you want. I tell them niggas that all the time. Some of y'all have heard me tell dudes that. Nigga, go get your mammy, your mammy's mammy, your homeboy's mammy, every nigga you know. I'm gonna be right here. All I need is one man to read. I don't need no crew. I don't need no order. I just know y'all be wanting to hear the words, so they be thinking, oh, you trying to get a cheering section. They ride with what I'm talking about anyway, so it wouldn't make no difference. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, they ain't cheering on. You don't even know they're there till I tell you.
Yes, sir.
Only people you hear the person read. You don't even know about it. Come on back around here to Judges chapter 14. Lay up. What you talking about? Don't talk about it no more. Just watch. This looks like a little red princess wedding. I got it. Ain't that how she had it in that movie? Ain't how she had it. I guess it's just because she had this up. It works for her though. We'd just be happy to just throw anything from her. Where'd she get that throwing thing from? You was a thrower. Cause you sure didn't throw that. No, I can't take that back. You did throw that back shoulder fade today.
Yeah, I'm on the too.
You threw a back shoulder. You threw me a back shoulder fade.
No, Judge what?
14. So what y'all think that mean about seeing a carcass of a lion ripped open and honey was out of it? Honey was in it. Y'all just bear with me. We'll work our way to it. Look at about verse 10. So his father went down unto the woman, and Samson there made there a feast. So he made a feast for this woman. For so used the young men to do. And it came to pass when they saw him, they brought 30 companions to be with him. And Samson said unto them, I will not put forth a riddle unto you. So what would be another word for a riddle? What would be another word for a riddle? I'm talking about according to this word. What was another word we would use for a riddle? A secret? Or another word? A parable? Or what's another word we would use? Mystery too? And I want one more. That too, but I want one more.
Wait a minute,
Yeah, he just said y'all saying, but one more. It's a book named it.
Song?
Proverbs.
Proverbs. That's not what we want.
All the things that was said was correct. You know what I'm saying? Except for Revelation and because that's what we were looking. I was looking for Proverbs specifically, but dog saying, mystery, and whatever else he said, all that's correct. You know what I'm saying? So now he's putting forth a proverb, right? So let's look at Ecclesiastes chapter 12. And after that, Luke chapter 15. Kingston. What's up? What you doing? Okay. Ecclesiastes 12:9. Come here, King. I go sit down. Ecclesiastes 12:9. And moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people knowledge. Yea, he gave good heed and sought out and set in order many proverbs. That means he set in order many riddles. The preacher sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright, even words of truth. So let's look at Luke chapter 15. About verse 1. So we set out some many dog sayings. And you know, I guess we'll look at Matthew 13 right after that. Matthew 13 right after that. Leah. Put the paper down. Leah look like she don't like to write. Luke 15 to 1. I'm telling you, she look like she don't like to write, run. All that good stuff. Then drew near unto him all the publicans and sinners for to hear him. And the Pharisees and scribes murmured, saying, This man receives sinners and eat with them. And he spake this parable unto them, saying, What man of you having 100 sheep, if he lose one of them, doth not leave the 99 in the wilderness, and go after that which is lost until he find it? And when he had found it, he laid it on his shoulder, rejoicing. And when he come home, he called together his friends and neighbors, saying unto them, Rejoice with me, for I found my sheep which was lost. I say unto you that likewise joy shall be in heaven over one sinner that repent, more than over 99 just persons which need no repentance. Now I just said that he was setting forth a riddle as he was making a feast for this woman who he loved, which just happened to be uncircumcised. You know what I'm talking about? Now it said the preacher saw out and set in order many proverbs, meaning he was looking for these things to figure these things out. And this man just sat back and said, gave him a dog say, you know a man loses a sheep, he go look for it. He go seek it out. You know what he said in Matthew 15:24? Who knows what the Lord said in Matthew 15:24? We turn to Matthew chapter 13, verse 15. Anybody know what the Lord said in Matthew chapter 15, verse 24? I know somebody knows. Without turning to the page and go look at it. He said, I'm not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. If the sheep lost, that means he had to be seeking them out, didn't he? Huh? Well, hold on before we even read Matthew 13. Let me come over here to Ezekiel chapter 34. Because we didn't read the next verse. He said there's a master of assemblies. And he said a word called out from one shepherd. Because he always sitting back looking at it, and we weren't eager, we were lost. So he gave you a lamb in order to pull out that which was lost. Because you were the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You was in captivity. You were lost in sin. He said, let me come and get you from up out of there. He said, I had to seek you out. He said, nobody else had any love to do none of this for you. So he said, I'll do it. What it is? Ezekiel chapter 34. Oh, excuse me. Looking about verse 4. Make it 12, pardon me, maybe 11. For thus saith Yah, behold, I, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out. As a shepherd seek out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered. Didn't we read long before in Matthew chapter 9 that Yahshua stood up on that mountain and looked at Israel as sheep that had no shepherd? That means they were scattered. He said he was on the hill scattered. You know, Micaiah seen that in 1 Kings chapter 21. Or 22, I should say. And we read about that in Hebrews chapter 11, right? On the Sabbath. When he said they were men, they were wandering in caves and in mountains and so on and so on. They were sheep having no shepherd. We were lost. He said, as a shepherd seek out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered, so will I seek out my sheep and will deliver them out of all the places where they've been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. What do you think that means by him delivering his sheep where they were scattered on the cloudy and dark day? What y'all think that means? What happened when Yahshua got killed? When he got on the tree and got killed, he made it get dark. You sit back and look at it. John chapter 10, verse 25, what did he say? My sheep hear my voice and they follow me. Let's look at John chapter 10 while I'm at it. We still holding Matthew 13 and Judges 14. We just doing Judges 14 a little different than we did the first time, which was almost about a year ago. We thank the Lord for the word nonetheless. John chapter 10. Verse 7. He said, then said Joshua unto them, truly, truly, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. See, we didn't read the verses before that in Ezekiel 34, but he said, woe to the shepherds that feed themselves and feed not the flock. And you know that goes back to, these people are making merchandise out of you. You know what I'm talking about? There is no way in the world a man should be getting rich off Christians. That's abnormal. You know what I'm saying? You can get rich off a lot of things. Preaching ain't one of them. Unless your name sells for $1, you had a doll to ask people for $65 million for a jet. You know what I'm saying? He said, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out, and find pasture. The thief come not but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd give his life for the sheep. He that is a hireling and not the shepherd, whose own sheep are not, see the wolf coming, and leave the sheep and flee, and the wolf catch them, and scatter the sheep. The hireling flee because he is a hireling, and care not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. And when we look at verse 27 of the same chapter, you already hear the man say, my sheep hear my voice. For him to hear his voice, that means he would have had to come seek them out. And what you see Joshua do going in the whole book? Traversing the land. Seeking them out. Because Samson was laying forth of a riddle of a man who would come seek these people out. And then out of the flesh of a lion, people got some honey. Come on back to Ezekiel 34. Y'all on this phone all right? We got about an hour. We cut him short. Alright, we're going to cut him short a little bit. Kingston, no more running. Go over there to your mama and let her tie your shoes. Is it in the bed? So now you see how he said he came to deliver them out of the places where they had been scattered in the cloud and dark day. Because when you sit back, well, let's go look at Exodus chapter 12 and then let's see the correlation. Then I guess we'll go look at Matthew chapter 26 then. Thank the Lord, he say Samson gave him a riddle while they were having a feast. I guess we got to go through it. Exodus chapter 12 verse 11. And thus shall you eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, your staff in your hand, and you shall eat it in haste, for it is y'all's Passover. For I will smite through the land this night, and will smite the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. Against all gods of the gods of Egypt will I execute judgment. I am Yah. Drop down about verse 20. You shall eat nothing leaving in all your habitations. And so you shall eat nothing leaven in all your habitations. You shall eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for all the elders and said unto them, draw out and take your lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And you shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin, and none of you shall go out of the door of his house until the morning. For y'all will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when you see the blood upon the lintel, and on the two side posts, y'all will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your houses to smite you. Drop down to verse 21. And it came to pass that at midnight y'all smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne, unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. Now what you think that would mean?
Which one you just read?
That was verse 30. Okay. And look at verse 31. Might as well. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, rise up and get you from amongst my people, both you and the children of Israel, and go and serve Yah as you have said. Now what y'all think y'all can get out of that? He said that he got and gathered the people who were scattered on the cloudy and dark day. He went through and smited these people at what time? Dark day. Matthew 26. Hold Ezekiel 34 and Judges 14. Then he said after he smiled him, and he heard the cry, then he turned around and told Moses and Aaron, how about you get up and go serve y'all like you said you would? Think about it now. Matthew 27, not 26, pardon. Y'all think about that. Matthew chapter 27 and verse 46. 45. Now from the 6th hour there was darkness over all the land until the 9th hour. So you know what that was. 6th hour would be noon. And he smashed in at what time? Midnight. And on the cloudy and dark day, what happened? There was a cry in Egypt. And on the cloudy and dark day when Yahshua was killed, what happened? Let's see. And about the 9th hour, Yahshua cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, that is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? So at that same time, on the cloudy and dark day, he smote the firstborn, just like he did in Egypt. Ain't that something? Man got to fulfill all that. Same way, at midnight, he killed all the firstborn in Egypt, right? Egypt meaning bondage. Yahshua came and took on sin because he said, I'm going to execute judgment upon Egypt and all her gods, and you're going to know I'm Yah. When Yahshua had because he had knew no sin, became sin, so therefore that same judgment that I executed on them at midnight by killing their firstborn, I got to turn around and do it to you. That's why they say search the scriptures, in them you think you have eternal life, and they talking about me. And then after he smote the firstborn in Egypt, he turned and looked at Moses. Remember, Yahshua is a prophet right under Moses. Mm-hmm. And Aaron was the high priest, and Yahshua is a high priest after the order of Melchizedek. And he told him, rise up and go at nighttime. So rise up and go and serve God as you said. Now this man told these people repeatedly that I'm going to die, and on the third day, I'm going to get up. Because then I'm going to go somewhere where you can't go. Because I got to serve my Father. He told him, I got to go unto my Father. You can't go where I'm going. And that's what he told him. So let's look at Matthew chapter 28 and verse 1. And let's see if he rose up at nighttime and got up and went to serve God like he said. And we'll look at Romans chapter 8 and back it up. Y'all follow me? And the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week, came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to see the sepulchre. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for the angel of Yah descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone from the door and sat upon it. And his countenance was like lightning, and his raiment white as snow. And for fear of him, the keepers did shake and became a dead men. And the angel answered and said unto the women, fear not ye, for I know that you seek Yahshua which was crucified. He's not here, for he is risen, as he said. Come, see the place where the Lord lay. You sit back and look at it. He told them in Exodus chapter 12 to rise up and get up out of here. You know what I'm talking about? When them people came back and turned around, the place where we lay, we weren't there no more. We were gone. And we got up and left at midnight, in the middle of the night. And these niggas sitting there talking about, oh, he rose in the day. He rose at night. He probably on no Sabbath. I got to leave here, man. We got to go. Because it said we came up out of Egypt on the 15th day. Numbers chapter 33, so you can see. Numbers 33 and 1. These are the journeys of the children of Israel which went forth out of the land of Egypt with their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. And Moses wrote their goings out according to their journeys by the commandment of Yah. These are their journeys according to their goings out. They departed from Ramses in the first month on the 15th day of the first month. On the morrow after the Passover, the children of Israel went out with a high hand in sight of all the Egyptians. They sacrificed that Passover. That's it. Iowa. Y'all sure got sacrifice on that Passover? Turn around and look. Iowa. Same thing. I got to go. Then he said he wrote down their goings out according to their journey. And what did Yahshua do after he got up out of Egypt? sat down and wrote down his goings out, gave the disciples the word. Only difference was he didn't write it on those stones, he wrote it on their heart. Absolutely. Y'all see that? Romans chapter 8, let's see if Pharaoh or the ruler or the king told him to get up and come serve you like you said. Romans 8 and 9. Go on and tell it to him then, okay? He said that you are not in the flesh but in the spirit, if so be that the spirit of God dwell in you. Now if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. And if the Messiah be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the spirit is life because of righteousness. When we sit back and we look at it, the lamb was made dead, the lamb was killed in Exodus chapter 12 because of the sin of the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm going to sacrifice, y'all going to sacrifice this lamb, and when I sacrifice this lamb, then I'm going to execute judgment on Egypt for against their gods and all the stuff that they done did. You know what I'm talking about? Now he done sat back around and took a lamb, or even in this instance, took the firstborn of the Egyptians and execute judgment on them. So because of the death of this lamb, the people came out to get life, as we discussed, they went through that water, which was symbolizing baptism, which was symbolizing they were supposed to get life. They were coming out of captivity into liberty. They were coming out of bondage into freedom. Then Yahshua come do the same thing. So if you're going to sit back and be in this man, and the body's supposed to be dead because of sin, but the spirit be life because of righteousness, because everybody who sacrificed that lamb had to do it, supposed to be, because they believed what God said he was going to do. So they were believing that they were going to get a life and be set free and get freedom from sacrificing the lamb. Now, as Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians chapter 5, if Hamashiach is the Messiah, if the anointed one, if Christ is your Passover and was sacrificed for us, why don't you have the spirit of life, which is because of righteousness? Because you have not completely believed. As we read in the book of Jonah chapter 1, you haven't lightened the load. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be hearing this stuff, but this stuff ain't taking hold to you. I've told some of y'all this 1,000 times. You can't get excited because we just get to, it's all good to get excited and rejoice because you get to hear a level of information. But then what happens when that joy subsides? And then you fall right back doing the same stuff you've been doing, and the man got to come right back around and tell you to stop doing stuff that you already had been told not to do numerous times. You all know what the word Deuteronomy means? It means rehearsal. That's how I know. Man, I'm talking about, I ain't got to go to Deuteronomy 28. I just look at the behavior of children of Israel, look at black people. Damn, that's all. Because niggas got to be told the same things over and over and over and over and over and over again. Black people be talking about we smart people, this, that, that. We can't be too smart. We can't follow our God. And he gave us simple instructions. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even never the man say his burden is light, his yoke is easy. Don't be corrupted like the serpent beguiled Eve, and you be turned from the simplicity that's in the Messiah. He said this thing is just that simple. Verse 11, but if the spirit of him that raised up Yahshua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up the Messiah from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by a spirit that dwell in you. So Pharaoh or the king will tell Moses and Aaron, which will be Yahshua being a priest like a prophet like unto Moses, and Aaron being the high priest, and Hamashiach is a priest like the order of Melchizedek. He will tell them, get up and serve y'all. Because what did Yahshua end up doing after he got up? Going back into the Kodesh tabernacle to make intercession for the saints. Which means he was going to do what? Let my people go that they may serve me. He told the grave, let my son go that he may serve me. And why did his son go to the grave? Because he went to seek his people out. We have went through this before in Exodus chapter 2. You heard the groans of the children of Israel. He had respect unto them. He said, I got to seek them out. Let me go get them. Ezekiel 34. Because he said he had to set on a will. Because Samson was laying a will in front of these people. It's all right, man. Go get you some good day. You figure out how to rub yourself down on your own job. If I rub you down, I have my mama. That'd be pretty hard for you to stop. Ain't that can happen, my brother. I don't think you can get rid of it, bro.
You gonna watch it. I ain't gonna watch it. You gonna watch it.
Somebody get my gun. Shoot him in the dick coat.
Oh man, you got the balance.
In verse 13, I will bring them out from the people and gather them out of the countries, and will bring them into their own land and feed them upon the mountains of Israel by the rivers. He said he's going to feed you by the river. What come to your mind when you hear this man say, I'm going to feed you by the river? Then he said, I'm going to bring you out from amongst the people. We just went through this in 2 Corinthians chapter 6. Come out from among them and be ye separate. Each and every last one, this man is causing us to try to come up from amongst the people, but you don't want to come. I guarantee you, somebody stood in front of y'all right now and waiting $5 million and say, come for me, get from amongst the people you with. Every last one of you niggas, mama, I know y'all out here. You didn't even look at it and say, they said, boy, we got $100 million right now, man. Leave all your family and friends behind. Shoot, I'm looking on that bus anyway. That nigga got on my nerves. I ain't never like that. My sister breast stank. You know what I'm talking about? My brother's feet smell like corn chips. Auntie, I always look back to crazy. She always talk back to bad too. I was saying her cooking was bad. I ain't never like it. What that money at again? The Lord offering you the same type of riches and you won't walk away from it. Only difference is you got an inheritance in heaven that is not defiled. He waving the same thing in your face. Colossians chapter 3 verse 1. And you won't walk away from it. Is that his same voice? Yep, that's his same voice. In the booth. Put it in the booth. So as long as you don't go in there singing begging like Keith Swift. If you then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sit on the right hand of God. See, that's what we didn't do. When the lamb was sacrificed, we didn't seek the things that God had from above. We didn't seek that. We wanted the things on earth. Oh, we had quails, we had cucumbers, leeks, and melons. And you sit back and look at it, man gave you manna from heaven. Man ain't sit back and look at it, he worked signs and wonders. Man ain't sit back and look at it, he brought water out of rock. That's what y'all want. Y'all don't seek the things that's above. You seek the things of the earth. That's why you stumble. And that's why, just like this here, like we read before. He said you earn wages to put it in a bag full of holes. You know what I'm talking about? He said, consider your ways. He said, you clothe, ain't nobody warm. You eat, but ain't nobody full. You drink, but you still thirsty. So when he sits back and look at it, you earn a way to put it in the bag of home because you seeking them things that's in the earth. And guess what? You wasn't seeking the riches that he got. He said, my treasure is better than fine gold, better than choice silver. You know what I'm talking about? You sitting there to talk about, boy, I sure ain't hungry. And man said, my flesh is meat indeed. You won't come eat it though. Said your clothes won't keep you warm, so the Lord will fill you with life for days. You won't put it on though. That's what he was telling you when he told you that. Consider your ways. You like spirit because you ain't got nothing to drink. You like bread because you ain't got the word. You like money because you ain't got my riches. You like clothing because you ain't got my spirit. Then he said, and my house lay waste. While you sitting up in your house chilling. Say, look at my house, man. My wall, I just painted. You know what I'm saying? I just got this here and I got that there. And the Lord said that looking at, but look at my house though. Because he told you, dude, you know you not that your body's at a temple of God with a Ruach HaKodesh with. But look at my house though. It's in shambles. It's in shambles. And you sitting in your regular house, in your earthly house like, shoot, nigga. It's shooting over here. Got me a new TV. I got me this. I got me that. He said, but everything you need, you ain't got. And he told you, consider your ways. You know what I'm saying? If your ways were better, that man already told you. I can give you all that. That stuff right. It's right. You know what I'm saying? Colossians 3:1 again, if you then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sit on the right hand of God. Set your affections on the things above, and not on the things of the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with the Messiah in God. Don't y'all realize that when that lamb was killed, for all intents and purposes, they were dead, their life was hidden, they were coming, so I'll pass over you, the plague won't touch y'all, put it on them. They were hidden. They were hidden. And at the time of point, what he told them? Get up. Go. Don't you know if you put this man on and this man blood cover you when you go on the grave, you hid? So the second death ain't going. Revelation chapter 20, verse 12. We'll get back to Ezekiel 34. Somebody still need to tell me what he said, what he meant by he'll feed you by on the mountains by a river or water. What is he going to feed you? What river is it? He was going to feed you from that tree of life. He was going to drink from that river of clear crystal. He said, if any man thirst, let him take for the well of life freely. This man talking about eternal life, and he niggas thinking this talking about drinking out the river Jordan. Matter of fact, it's Revelation chapter 20 and verse 4 that I desire. Verse 4. Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahshua, and for the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with the Messiah 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and Kodesh is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power. But they shall be the priests of God and of the Messiah, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Because their life was hid, because the blood of Messiah was on them. The anointed one had covered them. So they were hidden. And because they were hidden, they were saved. See, now this man had already pulled out. You didn't even have to go pull out a lamb. The Father said, I got one prepared. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to slaughter it. All you got to do is believe me and walk in it. But too many of y'all are focused on the things of the earth and not the things above. And that's why you won't get the Spirit. Because you got a carnal mind, you want carnal stuff, and God won't give it to you, and you're going to perish with it too. And you're going to perish with it too. Y'all hear me? Ezekiel 34. I don't get me wrong, at the same time, man, ain't nobody telling you to do, but like, well, I guess I don't want a new car. Yeah, you could want you a new car, but that shouldn't be your sole total focus. You don't tell me, ain't nobody telling you to ride in a hoop all right. You don't tell me, ain't nobody telling you to say, man, I just want to be poor. That's not what's being said. And what is being said is, those things are consuming your heart and your mind, and they actually are your God, because they take up too much thought. And too much processing your thoughts and too much time in your mind than God do. Whatever you direct your thoughts and your energies to the most, that's your God.
Ezekiel what?
Huh?
Ezekiel what?
Back to Ezekiel 34.
Y'all
understand what I'm telling you? Whatever you invest a lot of time in and a lot of thought in, that's your God, because that's who you serve. So y'all have to look at that. He said on verse 13 again, I will bring them out from the people, I will gather them from the countries and bring them to their own land and feed them upon the mountains of Israel by the rivers and all the inhabited places of the country. And I will feed them in a good pasture upon the high mountains of Israel shall their fold be. You know what a high mountain would be representative of? Government. Rule. This man got a name above all names. That in the name of Yahshua HaMashiach, every knee should bow and every tongue should confess. He said, I made it high in the heavens. So when he talking about you having a place in the high mountains, he's talking about having a place in his son. He said, in the high mountains of Israel shall be their fold. They shall lie in a good fold and in a fat pasture. They shall feed upon the mountains of Israel. Man just said, I will lead them out in a good pasture and I'll feed. He was telling you that. Ezekiel told you about me. I'm the man, I'm the shepherd Ezekiel told you about. Oh, you crying, kids. Ain't nothing wrong with you. I will feed my flock. I will cause them him to lie down, saith God, and I will seek that which was lost, and bring again that which driven away, and will bind up that which was broken, and will strengthen that which was sick. But I will destroy the fat and the strong, and I will feed them with judgment. And you sit back and remember how we read in Isaiah chapter 1, how he said he had bruises and wounds. But he said they didn't even close him. But then he turned back around and said, I'll bind up and strengthen that which was sick. And we know Yahshua said, my garment was changed by reason of my disease in the book of Job. But I strengthened him because he was sick. He said you were sick. He said no soundness in your head. The whole head is sick. So I rose him from the dead. Because I had to seek you out. Just the same way Yahshua said I got to seek you out. The Father sought him out. How do we know he sought him out? Because when we talked about when Abel's blood was crying from the ground. I hear you, son. Where you at? Come on over here, get it. I mean, because he talking to me. He ain't even did nothing wrong. Say, how could a man speak to a man without uttering a word? Say, blood spoke to him. Cried out to the ground. Judges 14 again. Boy, you gonna keep on preaching, that face gonna get stuck like that. He just gonna walk around like this here with the cry face on. He's like, you all right? No, I'm good. You can't see I'm smiling? So your face has been stuck like that for 10 years. So how did we get that way? I always cried when I was a baby. I always pouted. Said my mama rocked me, I still pout. She's let me down, I still pout. He got a real mean pout face too.
Yeah, that's a unity, boy.
No, that's pout face there.
With a mustache.
Got that big old husky boy. And he said, we still don't believe that he's 2 years old. We got to check some birth records on this milk. This nigga 5. Put him down. He just too sharp for 2 years old. And he too husky. He said, the white folks gonna walk up on my one day and be like, man, we locking you up. For what? That boy supposed to be in school. He on it too. We don't believe you. That's a kindergarten. See, he probably run circles around some stupid children in some of these classes. And it ain't them children fault, it's their people fault. I'll call drop on. That's real though, man. I'd be sad if you see them kids, man, they be dumb like that, man. Mama ain't called them nothing. I knew this girl, man. I say, so what your kids learning in school? She said, I don't know. I said, you don't know? What type of nigga is you? You know what I'm saying? For real, what type of parent are you? That your child going to school and you have no idea. She done got better with it now. She more hands on with it. I mean, I went off on her about that.
That's great.
Because all the time, all she was concerned about was making money. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I gotta do this for them, I gotta do that for them at the same time. You ain't doing nothing for them. My bad, y'all, they kick me off. Because your children stupid. There's no time at any time a parent send their child to school and you don't know the curriculum that they're involved in. That's bad. Where we at? Verse 12. And Samson said unto them, I will now put forth a rule unto you. If you certainly declare it be within the 7 days of the feast, and find it out, and I will give you 30 sheets and 30 change of garments. But if you cannot declare it, then you shall give me 30 sheets and 30 change of garments. And they said unto him, put forth thy ear that we may hear. And he said unto them, out of the eater came forth meat. You know, because lions eat meat, don't they? And he sat back and said, I ate some of this lion meat. I ate some of the honey that came out of the carpet. He said, out of the eater came forth meat. And he said, out of the strong came forth sweetness. And they could not in 3 days expound the river. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they said unto Samson's wife, entice our husband, that he may declare unto us the riddle, lest we burn thee in our father's house with fire. Have you called us to take that we have? Is it not so? And Samson's wife wept before him, and they said, did thou hate me and love me not? Thou put forth a riddle unto the children of my people, and hast not told it me. He said unto her, behold, I have not told it my father nor my mother, and shall I tell it to thee? Remember when he got up to go and he talked, sat down with the priest, He didn't tell Joseph nowhere where he was going. Didn't tell him nothing. Remember when we looked at when David said, I got business, I ain't had to tell no man off. He never told his mom and daddy what he was going to do. He said, I ain't told the secret to my mom or Joseph. What am I telling to you for? Matthew chapter 13, I called for it, but we ain't go to it. You'll go hard once you don't want to go to bed. Matthew 13 and 13. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. You notice how he spoke to them in parables, and they had eyes to see, but they couldn't see it. They had ears to hear, but they couldn't hear it, nor could they understand it. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which says, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. For this people heart is wax gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, their eyes have been closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Now at any time, if y'all will hear with your ears, and see with your eye, and understand with your heart, then maybe you could be converted, and maybe you could be healed. But instead, your eyes are shut, your ears are closed, your heart is hard, and that's why you're in a position that you're in right now. Because you don't listen, you don't pay attention, you're not watching, and your heart ain't getting changed. Simple as that. Back to Judges. Because we got to get done with this. So what y'all think that means out of the eater came forth meat? Well, matter of fact, let's read verse 17 first. And she wept before him the 7 days. And while their feast lasted, it came to pass on the 7th day that he told her. Because she laid sore upon him, she told the riddle to the children of her people. And the men of the city said unto him on the 7th day before the sun went down, what is sweeter than honey, and what is stronger than a lion? And he said unto them, if you had not plowed with my heifer, you had not found out my riddle. And the Spirit of Yah came upon him, and he went down to Ashkelon, and slew 30 men of them, and took their spoil, and gave change of garments unto them which expounded the riddle, and his anger was kindled, and he went up to his father's house. But Samson's wife was given his to companion, whom he used as his friend. So now he said, what's sweeter than honey, y'all? What's stronger than honey? Don't think that that's what it means out of the eater came forth meat and out of the strong came forth sweetness, because that's not what that comes. Y'all do know what's sweeter than honey, right? Psalm 119 says, your word was sweet to my taste, sweeter than honey. You know what's stronger than a lion. Yahshua HaMashiach is stronger than a lion. He said, weep not. The Lion of the tribe of Judah has prevailed to open the seals of the book. That's where our faith lies. He said, who is he that overcame the world, and he that believed that Yahshua is the Son of God? This is the victory, and this is our faith. Who's stronger than the Son? This man overcame death and beat. This man took death and beat it. This man said he was loose from the pains of death. It wasn't possible that he could be held by. You know what I'm telling you? This man said, we just read it in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, where this man said, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Who shall hide in him? This man was beaten, spit on, hung from a tree, rose from the dead 3 days later. That's stronger than a lion. We know the word is sweeter than honey. But look what he said, what happened though. When the Spirit came on him, he slew the 30 men and took their spoil and gave change of garments unto them that expounded the riddle. Judges 14 and 19. So what do you think that means about giving the change of clothes to them who can expound the riddle? Before we go to the out of eater came forth meat. What do you think that means about he gave a change of clothes to them who could expound the proverb, the dark saying, the mystery? And he said it came and broke down the river before the sun went down. When Yahshua rose from the dead and sat down his disciples, what time of day it was? Well, let's look and see. Luke chapter 24. Y'all with it? Luke 24 and 28. Boy. You sleep, ain't you, Kingston? You know you ain't sleeping, because you just would have been asleep. Kingston got the pop out, lip out. Just mad. And they drew nigh to the village where they went, and he made as though he would have gone further, but they constrained him, saying, Abide with us, for it is towards evening, and the day is far spent, and he went in to tarry with them. And it came to pass, as he sat at meat with them, he took bread and blessed it, and broke and gave to them, and their eyes were opened, and they knew him, and he vanished out of their sight. Now let's see when they expounded the riddle to get a change of garments. In Acts chapter 2. What happened in Acts chapter 2? We won't even read it. Y'all already know what happened. What happened? The Ruach out their rest came on the men, right? That means their garments were changed. And then what did they do after that? They expounded the riddle. What did Peter begin to do? He began to tell those men how the book was about the Son. He began to tell them that this man was sweeter than honey and stronger than wine. And that's what he did. So what y'all think that means out of Eden came forth meat? Well, let's see it in John chapter 1 verse 14. Get this nigga here, man. You just sleep, ain't a man. John 1 and 14. You just sleeping. And that's very rough. That means he'll be crying like that when he's sleeping. That boy like got a battery in his body. He do. Shoot. That's what we running around all night. Just did it. There's a lot. And luckily for him, Leah in the body. Because they'll do it together all night. Dirty move. Straight up now. Just run. Just look at each other and run. I thought I seen one baby that liked to run. Kingston got a little beat though. I guess they ain't even beat. They just peas in a car. We're going to take them to the trolley. They can run until their little leg falls off. I ain't mad at him. I just ain't never see him talk like this here. He must want to go to bed. Say, Mom, I want to go home. He said, the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. So he said the Word became flesh, right? Well, let's look at Ezekiel chapter 3 then, in verse 20. Well, not just 20, verse 1. I'm thinking about something totally different. It's all right, little Kingston. It's all right there, young kiddo. So I kill sandwiches and juice boxes.
Chapter what?
3 and 1. Kingston said I kill sandwiches and juice boxes. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou find, eat this roll, go speak unto the house of Israel. Actually, hold on. Is this chapter 2 there? He said, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. When we actually turn around and we eat this word, it should be sweet to our taste. You know, Jeremiah actually said, he said, you know, I opened my mouth wide and ate thy word. You know what I'm saying? Now he said it was sweet to my taste. And Yahshua said in John chapter 6 that he was the bread that came from heaven, that he was the manna. And it said that the manna was sweet like coriander seed. So when you see honey coming out the carcass of a lion, you're actually seeing bread coming out of the carcass of this lion, or in actuality his flesh. And let's go look at John chapter 6 and verse 54 and see what this man said about his flesh, because we just did it on on the Lord's Supper, right? Out of the eater came forth meat. You just ate some meat out of the eater. You thought that was just by eating a piece of uneaten bread that you had to make. That was when you made one. What happened to the bread y'all said y'all were gonna make with the cinnamon and the sugar? What happened to that? I'm waiting on that. Just letting that be known. Just letting that be known. But we trying to keep on coming. Yeah, I'm waiting on it. Is he mad or something? Cause we can fight. I don't mind 6 and 54. I don't mind putting in no wrestling move in front of these people. Hey man, don't put the man on no clock. Hour and a half tops. Yeah, we had an hour and 36 minutes. And we got complete.
Still going strong.
So it is. Light this up. Right outside of the door.
Why do you keep saying, I don't know what now? You might as well go and say you got to go through what, you know what I'm saying? Don't put time on it, bro.
Hey, I said maybe possible. But he added some extra stuff.
We already, that's why you always get the nigga grease face. You know what I'm saying? Exactly why you always get the nigga grease
And
face.
you about to get the nigga boot face. Yeah, my boot fell. Ooh, I got my D-Roses over there, man. I got my D-Roses. I don't even wear sneakers. I got my D-Roses over there. But that 1.5 nigga zebra print. Put them straight across your bum.
You know what you couldn't draw.
Come on, man. I don't even wear drawers. I wear boxers.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right.
Hey, don't take this everybody else, man. I'm really ready. I'm really on that, man. Hey, no grown man, look, man, you niggas make sure y'all got some drawers on. I know a couple of y'all probably do be hanging and swinging. Y'all don't be around there hanging and swinging, man. Cut that stuff up, man. Yeah, it's wrong, man. Cause if I even think these free balling balls, I'm talking about that male or female. This nigga out here, free ball? Oh, you see, talking about you gotta let it breathe, huh? I got something for you. Oh, you let it breathe?
Look, Rick over there let it breathe. She ain't saying nothing.
Only time you can let it breathe is in the house.
You better let it breathe all the time.
You don't want to wear no gloves in the house? I ain't mad at you. You go outside. I'm telling you right now, we ain't got no kid. I'm telling you right now, we ain't got no kid. I'm walking around my house, but making 24 hours a day. You better call when you call. But I'm telling you, I might come to the door like this here. That's what you get for coming around here. Every Superman, that's what you get for coming around here. That's what you get for coming around. This nigga made it. Ain't nobody tell you come on. Shoot, man. I ain't got no kids, man. I'm letting y'all know you got this here.
I think you on message.
I'm talking about ACO. Hey, man, I'm talking for age. I ain't got this here. You want to be the first black nigga man I ever seen? I did the put it. I said put it up.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's just
give me the chance to make you get better.
Bro, that ain't coming out, bro. I know that, but
so late. My you got to say it with others. I mean, they were responsible. You talking about you got to say it. You got to say it. I'll go to the top, y'all. I'll go to the top. I'll get to tell the road with a white boy that was shaving his butt. And he said he was shaving his butt because his old lady liked it. And the nigga said, but your old lady ain't you know. And it was a Cuban dude in there doing it. I'm like, you really shaving your butt? But boy, it was a CO or he was a maintenance man. He said, man, shoot, they may do that in the army. You about to get over that, man. I seen plenty of testicles with penises in the army. Of course, that's not what he said. You know what I'm talking about? He said they make you stand there close to each other. He said in the army butt naked. I'm like, what am I doing? Boot camp. That's pretty much what. But I'm gonna tell you, man, they take you through Butler, or you getting transported, but you see more butt naked men you ever want to see in your life. You want to see more than one of y'all. It's too many. That's not one exactly. Come tell me right. That's what we just said, y'all. You know what they were telling you the other day, man? When they were taking them from the main unit to the every day, 4 times. I'm talking about getting strip search 4 times a day. 4 times a day, man. And then you got other niggas with you. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I got to be around these rusty butt. I'm talking about the real police, man. And when I first got there, I was glad when I got settled at that road prison. I didn't have to keep getting transported like that. Cause they kept moving me from big prison to big prison, man. I'm talking about they got niggas in a circle like the hokey pokey circle, man. Butt naked men. Stand there, got you doing it. Lift up your arms. Turn it like this here. And then a whole bunch of men turn around talking about now spread them. And I know one of these faggot niggas in college. Look at my you already know. You see how you basically sit in a circle? That's how they would have 50 to 60 grown men standing in a circle, butt naked. That's pure utter humiliation. Like I told you, the only thing coming to my mind is slave trading.
Yeah.
Slave trading. You know what I'm saying? And then that make it even worse. Like, you stupid nigga, you just sold yourself into slavery. Slave trading. You know what I'm saying? Cause you got a whole bunch, and it ain't really nothing but black men. India, you know, it's some white dudes in there, you know what I'm saying? There's some Latino dudes in there. But when you look around, the majority of them are black men, and niggas kicking and laughing. I'm like, nigga dread that. Like, I gotta get transported, man. Niggas know what come with that, man. Can I stay here? Oh, no. It ain't about that there. I'm tired of going through this process. It's embarrassing. I know it's probably even worse for a woman going through the system dealing with it. I know it got to be even worse. Cause then you know you got male guards and they size you a lot different. A lot of them gonna be trying to run up in you. We had one CO lady though, man. That woman used to trip me out. See how that car set up? That woman used to come over there on that desk while a nigga be in the shower and she would just post up and just do this. And the nigga like, she ended up, bro. She really did though, cause she ended up getting pregnant by an inmate and quit. Some of them, I'm telling you something, man. That penitentiary would be a place where a lot of women who don't get no attention on the street, oh, they finna get all the attention they could ever want in there. You know what I'm talking about? That's a job for a woman with low self-esteem. They gonna tell her everything she wanted to do. Baby, you fat on the street, you big fat whale. They gonna tell her that now. Cause they trying to get something. Verse 53, John chapter 6. She might not even be that big, but you know people be mean and cool. Some women don't even look, they just be mean. Just cause they don't want to mess with her. Just instead of saying, I'm not interested. But even if they say that there, a woman with that bad enough, she her feelings get hurt. Somebody who, their whole objective every day is to be in your face for your whole 8-hour shift. Then Yahshua said unto them, truly, truly, I say unto you, except you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you. And whoso eat my flesh and drink my blood has eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. For my flesh is meat indeed, and my blood is drink indeed. He that eat my flesh and drink my blood dwell in me, and I in him. And as the living Father has sent me, and I live by the Father, so he that eat me, even he shall live by me. This is that bread which come down from heaven, not as your fathers did eat manna and are dead. He that eateth this bread shall live forever. We sit back and look at Samson ate the meat that came out the carcass of his lion. And then he turned around and expounded that meat or that riddle unto the people. Yahshua came back round and he was the word made flesh, and he said, take, eat, this is my body which is for the new, which is broken for you. But he had already ate the whole, which same way that tasted like honey in his belly, like that honey that came out that lion, like Samson did. He had already ate it. And then he came back round and he gave it to his disciples when he rose from the dead. So now you see, out of the eater came forth meat. He ate the meat, and then you turned around and ate the meat of them who had already ate the meat. You understand what I'm talking about? You see how the eater came forth meat? Yahshua ate the word, and then you ate him. So you eating that bread on the Lord's Supper was not only partaking in his death, but actually showing that you would eat the word, which would therefore mean you ate that honey that came out of that lion, which therefore out of the straw come forth sweetness. Psalms 119, 104. You say, oh, I can't do you better now. I don't like to see you in your face looking like a Huckleberry Finn. Just looking mad at the world. 103 is the verse I want actually. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yes, sweeter than honey to my mouth. And y'all know from Exodus chapter 16, it said that manna was sweet like honey. And it was the bread from heaven. And he was showing you that sweetness or that manna coming out that carcass or that lion, because out of the ear came forth meat. No honey coming out, no lion body.
Yes, sir.
Even if bees went and pollinated in it, like I said, a swarm of bees on it, they not couldn't lay no honey and no animal flesh. Because it wasn't about no bees laying no honey and no animal flesh. You understand what I'm telling you? It wasn't about that. It was about us being able to take the sweetness of eternal life through our Savior that we might live. John 5:39. He's thinking. Search the scriptures. For in them you think you have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me, and you will not come unto me, that you might have life. Praise ye y'all for Yahshua in the word. Y'all want to sit on this? I appreciate everybody. They had a question.